We have 225 native villages in Alaska. Typically, as Seventh-day Adventists, we've been working in 7 or 8 of these villages. They're very isolated. They vary from a few hundred people living in them to over 1,000. This is St. Lawrence Island. St. Lawrence Island, the western tip, lies about 35 miles off the coast of Siberia, up here in the Bering Sea. This little village that I'm on is the village of Savoonga. The village of Savoonga is built on tundra, and this tundra moves with the village. This originally was a reindeer station that has moved in, changed now into a village of about 600 to 700 people. As you can see, this most of the village is covered with these sidewalks where you stay above the tundra and keep from getting your feet wet, I guess. But my wife and I started our ministry here 26 years ago in this little village, living in a little cabin, very similar to these cabins. It was a one-room cabin, 16 by 20. And we lived here and learned to love these wonderful native people that lived here.
My story could also be your story if the Lord is so working upon your heart. I have no schooling didn't attend a seminary. I am following Pastor Leon, who had been here just about 8 years. I'm following him.
We're just getting ready to land here in Savoonga, and we're on our way to my Savoonga Church, one of the 2 I have on St. Lawrence Island. It has 20 members, has a village of 500 people. Come along.
We're headed for church. This is the way we go to church, in Savoonga.
Come along, and if you feel real young, you might like to go to church like this.
No place like the Arctic. Can you believe a 6-foot drift in front of my church door?
What we really need, though, is more of a presence. I'm only able to come out every other weekend and sometimes less than that. It'd be wonderful if we had someone, a retired couple, a student missionary, a task force worker who could stay right here in the village and give it that kind of support that would help it to grow. And we really need that kind of assistance.
We have this hope that burns within our hearts.
And folks, I think one of the things that we're struggling with here in the village is that I'm only able to come once every other weekend or so, and I need to be here a lot more often than that. We need a presence that is continual here in Savoonga. We'd love to see a task force worker, a volunteer, even a retired couple that could come and spend a couple of years right here with the people in Savoonga. We do have quite a nice little parsonage here in Savoonga. We have repainted the whole inside. Come and I'll show you a little bit of the place. We have a kitchen here that's with running water now. We just got the running water and sewer, an adequate kitchen. It's supplied with dishes and a nice gas stove, refrigerator, microwave. Down the line here we have a bathroom on the right. Get some light on the subject here. And the bathroom has a shower. We've just put in a new mirrors and new appliances, a toilet and shower. Really quite adequate. The pantry off on the left. We have 2 bedrooms. One which we have with a twin bed in it, and we have another one here with a full-size bed. And closets, adequate closets in each. And there's lots of storage upstairs. When my Vacation Bible School kids come to help us with Vacation Bible School, we sleep a lot of them right upstairs. This has a pull-down stairway, and as you can see, it's nicely painted up there as well. So we're really quite comfortable here in our island home. Love to have some of you come and help us.
And we're looking for people that would be willing to be a task force worker, to be someone that would have the interest of working with native folk in the villages, It's kind of an overseas work, if you want to call overbearing seas overseas work. You might be a Bible worker now. Maybe you're doing something for the Lord, but maybe the Lord says there's got to be something more to life than what you're doing. That was a point that I had to come to in my life. I was pouring concrete as my full-time job and Bible worker as my part-time job, and it just got to the point I'm thinking there had to be more to life than this. And phone call came about coming to Alaska. This could be an opportunity that maybe the Lord's working with you. Maybe you being impressed watching this video.
We're going to go down to the Savoonga native store here. The supplies come in once a year by ship. This is the store here, this building we're going to now, this green building. You'll see a little of how the Eskimos live now, caught between two cultures. Hi. This is a bush store. This is typical of most in the Arctic villages. They have a little bit of everything, kind of a general store in them. Everything from meat to frozen things to clothes, anything that you could want can all be found in this one store. Of course, it all comes in by ship, or in the summer, or by cargo plane in the winter. But most everything can be found here at one time or another.
We have a church in a facility both in Gambell, in Savoonga, and in Selawik, and they're vacant right now because they're looking for people that would be willing to do this kind of work, do kind of task force work up here in the villages, working among the natives.
Our native work here in the Northwest has gone very well. Up here in Alaska, it's slowed a bit these last couple of years. We're in desperate need of personnel right now, but our churches are still intact. Churches where at least 50% of the membership are native.
Other than Nome, Gambell is the other most active church.
We're just very pleased of how things have gone, and we just want to see it go better, and we want to see it multiply. And it just takes good personnel, dedicated people to make it go, and that's what we're after.
Welcome to our Gambell Church. This little church is the farthest northern western church in the North American Division. Just over about 10 miles is the international date line where tomorrow is. Just 34 miles is Siberia and Providencia. Here is where we have a little group, about 50 members, very faithful people. Native people who have relatives and friends just across the ice here that they want to reach out to.
I've been a head deacon, but I'm the only deacon there is. This is a four-wheeler, all-terrain vehicle four-wheeler, 4x4 these days, because all four wheels are driving. That's almost the only way you can get around in the summer and winter sometimes. This is the best mode of transportation here in Gambell. As a surprise, they built an apartment. Running water, as you can see, with a garbage disposal. You can hear hot and cold water, a refrigerator, and then propane stove, and a pantry. There's always something here, just in case if somebody comes here as visitors, they make sure that they have something to eat. They get weather-bound.
Listen to the weather forecast. It's like we're going to be stuck out here most of the day today. We got wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour with just very limited visibility about the length of a football field. So the winds just keep the planes from landing here. But this is where you learn to be patient. You've heard of the patience of the saints. That's what we have to experience right now. You can see all the conveniences of home. We have a wonderful living room, view out here towards the airport, a lovely bedroom here. It's just a lovely apartment for two, and you can see a little workspace here for computer, telephone, copier. You can see we got washer and dryer here, just uptown, and then here we have the bathroom. And we got running water now, with all the conveniences of home. Shower, you name it. Today we're looking for people to help us to continue this work out here.
people who would be willing to come out and exhibit leadership with little nicer quarters, little nicer places to live, so that they could do the work of the Lord. So if you're interested, give us a call, let us know, and we'll work with you.
This has been Northwest Spotlight on Mission, and I just want to personally say thank you for your support of missions around the world and right here at home.